This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Nothing like getting super uncomfortable while eating breakfast.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Skinny Motley Crue, the one I love the most.
Yum, yum, give me some.
Dude, horns out. Horns out, brother.
Who wants some man meat?
And
I am the king of Poop Town.
I heard Randy's interview with Mick Mars during the Veteran Radiothon. Did you listen to the whole thing?
I did not hear the interview with McMars.
It was pretty fascinating. It was fantastic. It was a good 15 minutes
Awesome.
of pure Mick Mars.
Yeah.
And he sounds very motivated, you know, with his new band, and the singles sound great. The two songs I've heard sound incredible.
Yeah. Good for him.
They're really fresh. I mean, Mick's the gift that keeps on giving, dude. I don't know. I'm always Team Mick Mars.
He's only the only one I want to hear from.
Be happy to play it for you. I will. I'll play it. I'll play it if you haven't heard it yet. It's incredible.
Okay. Tommy Lee has some accusations of sexual assault that's been tossed against him. A new lawsuit was filed on Friday. This is the most uncomfortable I think I've ever been reading a news story.
Remember that helicopter noise we'd make when EAA comes to town? Here's what a crashing homemade airplane sounds like.
Yeah. The assault in question took place during a February 2003 helicopter trip.
Dude, you don't have to have a boner all the time.
Can't even take a helicopter ride, man. From San Diego County to Van Nuys.
Can we have 30 minutes of peace and quiet without that boner getting in between us?
No. So Jane Doe, who's the plaintiff, was on this helicopter with Tommy Lee and the pilot, David Martz.
Three's a crowd.
So she accused Lee of forcibly groping, kissing, and doing some finger stuff. I don't really know how to say it on air.
Awesome.
And attempting to force her to do some oral action.
Ooh.
So the woman met and befriended the pilot, David Martz, which was the worst thing. He's a real turd, and you'll find out why. He was banked at the bank that she worked at or whatever. So he invited her, hey, you got to take a ride in my helicopter.
How do you feel about helicopters, cocaine, and boners? Because I can make it all happen in one fun family flight.
That's supposed to be. He invited her for a sightseeing trip. So I'm envisioning.
The only thing you saw were balls.
What he said, he's all like, San Diego is beautiful this time of year. How about you see it from the sky? So when she got to the damn helicopter, Martz wasn't the only one there. Tommy Lee's there with his boner. So according to the complaint, Martz brandished alcohol and started mixing drinks as soon as they got in the skies. Yes, that is the pilot. So the pilot and Tommy Lee drank, got high, smoked weed, and did some blow throughout the whole flight.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that autopilot better be secure.
It's all like, there's no law when you're up this high. What? Jesus.
International sky.
God.
No law applies.
Broski, what are you doing?
I don't think helicopter. Somebody can help me. Does a helicopter have an autopilot?
Sovereign nation.
Cocaine nation. Nobody rules outer space with cocaine. Jesus.
So then,
of course,
Martz, the pilot asshole, called the woman up to the cockpit to sit on Tommy Lee's lap.
There we go.
She reluctantly agreed. I've been like, you're going to have to pry me out this seat with your damn hands, bro. That's when Lee forced himself upon the woman, groping and kissing her and becoming more forceful when she tried to resist.
Oh, yeah.
At one point, he, threw his fingers up
in the stink garage.
The stink garage.
Sure.
He then pulled down his pants and tried to force the plaintiff's head toward, By this point, the plaintiff was in tears, but she had nowhere to go because have you seen how small a helicopter is?
Mm-hmm.
Martz merely watched because who needs to fly this thing? He dropped Tommy Lee off in Van Nuys and then took her back to San Diego. That had to be a quiet ride back, huh? They fell out of touch and only spoke once by phone before Martz, shockingly, died in a plane crash in 2015.
One speedball too many.
Who saw that coming?
Yeah, one rail too far.
He lost his pilot's license thrice before that,
Yeah.
including once in 2009 after having oral with an adult film actress while flying. He was facing a fourth revocation by the time the plane went down.
It's unbelievable. That is unbelievable to me.
know.
It's like the equivalent of a pilot with 5 DUIs.
I
They
know.
can't stop. And he still keeps getting a helicopter. Nobody will take his helicopter away.
Oh, no.
See, you got to put a breathalyzer. We didn't have the technology back then you had to blow into
Interlock ignition device.
Interlock to start your helicopter. That wouldn't look weird at all. What's he blowing into? That's really weird.
Dude. So, yeah.
We know what she's blowing into. We don't know what the helicopter guy's blowing in.
So, right. She initially chose to not report it because she thought it was an
You
isolated
have
incident.
to report this.
I know. It's hard, though, because you have to tell the story over and over and over again.
I know. I'm just saying it would.
And then-
It would feel better to me if they would report it at the time
I know.
of the incident.
It's hard to.
I know,
Yeah.
but
Well, and now when you're hearing this, and then you hear about Martz getting his pilot license revoked once for having oral during a flight, it seems to be that this was we had Rape Island, and this seems like Rape Helicopter.
Rape helicopter. It's like a pilot. I have this image in my head. Tommy Lee's getting his business taken care of, and the pilot's got literally 4 hands. He's flying, lining up Coke rails, making cocktails. He literally has 4 little dinosaur hands, making the party
He
work.
is busy. Jesus Christ.
It's just these old groupie stories.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart. I don't even know if I trust you. I just that whole thing where you don't report it is really annoying to me.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it takes a while to get the cojones to do it.
Yeah,
You know?
I know.
Well, and then, you know what sucks there is you don't know what's happening until you're up in the helicopter. Right?
Don't. So you have Tommy Lee's version. The witness is dead, who happens to be the party pilot.
Yeah.
He's dead. I'm just saying you never get both sides of the story, and I'm not supporting Tommy Lee because I know he's a pig, and I'm not supporting her
Right.
because it's probably a nightmare. It's
Totally.
It's like
Imagine getting in a helicopter and the pilot busts out a big pile of Coke and starts mixing drinks. You're like,
Right.
oh my God.
hey, never happens to me. Never. I can't afford that kind of seat. It never happens to me. But my pilot, yeah, man, oh man, I'm looking for a parachute.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
That
shit,
had to be terrifying.
I don't know. It's just one of those. Here we go again. These old school stories, and like, yeah, you know, you're getting in a. Did she know the pilot? Had she been with the
She knew
pilot?
the pilot.
Had she been up there before?
No, this was he invited her and she decided to go. It's supposed to be a sightseeing flight.
Yeah,
So that would be cool.
but it's like the 25 years goes by, and then you want a big payday. It's just, I don't know. It's sketchy. I don't know. It's a little janky to me. What about you?
No, it's not.
What's that worth? I mean, yeah, it's horrifying if it's true, but what's that worth? I don't know.
Well, it sure seems to be like there's got to be more victims, I'm sure. You know,
Yeah.
there's got to be.
Sure. But at the time, I'm trying to put it in perspective with the time. The 80s. What year was it?
2003.
Oh, 2003. I keep thinking it was back in the day.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, okay. 2003. 20 years. She's waiting for the 20-year anniversary to file her lawsuit of the helicopter cocaine
Maybe.
nutball.
Listen to this. They definitely did this before. Because 3 years later, while transporting Tommy Lee again, Martz was forced to land his helicopter at Van Nuys Airport after he flew too close to a Los Angeles police chopper.
Wow. Yeah, coked out of his gourd. I feel like we ought to forget Motley Crue, we ought to make a movie about this helicopter pilot.
This Martz fella?
He sounds, he's like
Yeah.
the coked out Evel Knievel of helicopter pilots. I love it.
He also was investigated in 2006 for landing a helicopter on Waddles Drive in Hollywood Hills to pick up Tommy Lee, who wanted to go to a 9 Inch Nails concert.
Can you imagine putting Tommy Lee in the witness stand? Do you remember anything from 20 years ago? No? Okay, case closed. Next witness.
He lost his flight privileges in 2002. He lasted for 30 days for performing aerobatics below an altitude of 1,500 feet over a populated area.
Yeah, that can't look.
He got a 230-day suspension in 2005 after he flew passengers in a copter that he knew was damaged.
Wow.
Dude.
I was telling you the other day, how are these guys alive? You know, Vince.
Yeah.
You know, flipping cars over, Tommy Lee and the cocaine helicopter. You know, Nikki and ODing. It's incredible. It's incredible any of them are alive.
This dude, I would watch a movie about this Martz guy.
Yeah.
Holy
well,
crap.
I think this would be, well, maybe she could get her payday that way. I'm just saying, if they made a movie about the sex tape, why don't you make one about the helicopter cocaine crazy guy?
Yeah.
That sounds interesting to me. Who could we have play that? Woody Harrelson. Done.
Oh, my God.
We'll get the same guy that was in the sex tape movie to be Tommy Lee in the helicopter cocaine movie. Everybody's already in.
Dude, you're hired as casting director.
Somebody get the producer from, we'll let Top Gun guy do it. What was his name? The two guys that did Top Gun. They know a little something about airplanes.
Jesus Christ.
That's incredible.
The more I read about this fella, the weirder it gets. Jesus.
He was like a poor man's Led Zeppelin 737 back in the day. You know they'd have hot tubs on their planes and Coke bars and oh my God, dude. You ever see some of that Led Zeppelin stuff?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
You don't even want to know where they shoved the shark. You don't even know, dude.
At the time of his death, he lacked the medical clearances required to fly. So I bet you the passenger who died in that crash that Martz was flying,
Yeah.
I bet you they sued the hell out of him.
Dude, I need Jerry Bruckheimer and Tony Scott to call me. We're going to make the cocaine helicopter movie with the dude that did Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
Maybe they made a video. Maybe that's out there. Hi, how's it going?
Wouldn't you think on the woman's side of it, there'd be like some kind
Oh, that's my bad, dude. I'm sorry.
I saw you.
That was my sausage finger.
What
I'm
was?
sorry.
You had like, you had like a spasm.
I know. I flicked a button. Sorry about that, dude. Got excited. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, I think if you read on, or I read another story, the guy died in a plane crash.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
With another guy in it. Yeah.
We're shocked. We're as shocked as you are.
Thanks, guys. Love
Thank
the show.
you. Thank you.
She's sitting there spinning on Tommy's Lee, hitting the gyroscope, and there's DNA all over the gyroscope.
Well, and it was like once he got away with one thing, he just kept.
Sure. Yeah.
My God.
That helicopter guy, though, multitasking, party freaking animal, dude. No wonder Tommy Lee, they would, he just, that's the guy I want in my helicopter if things go bad.
Tommy Lee.
No, not Tommy Lee.
It's like, what are you looking to get groped on the way down?
The guy that can multitask. I don't want to be with the rapey guy. I'll take a coked out pilot over a bona fide Tommy Lee, which is just going to sit there and go, dude, isn't it huge?
Handsy Tommy Lee. No.
Hi, how's it going?
This summer, one coked-out helicopter pilot takes on a Wolfnado.
Oh, dude, that voice. You're hired, buddy. Hi, how's it going? No, I'm just saying, don't you think like the floodgates kind of open on that stuff, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I know Trump's getting sued for his thing and all that. And
Well, and
the
I think,
Stormy Daniels thing, I never liked that either. It's like, honey, you slept with him too. I mean, come on.
yeah, the Stormy Daniels thing.
I know there's a payoff and
Yeah.
the lie, and I get all that stuff. But I mean, you were still a willing participant.
Yeah, what was weird was after it all came out, how people were after her.
Oh, sure, Stormy.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's true. That's
That
true.
was terrible.
Hey, ask how that turned out for Rudy Giuliani, everybody.
Oh, not so good.
Is that $1.48 or 1.4? Is that 1.48 million? It's not $1.48? Yeah.
He'll double down again. But yeah, whatever. And I think, like you said, like the 20 years have gone by since this helicopter incident. But a lot of this stuff takes a while, and I don't know. I don't know why. I'm sure it has something to do with being scared at that moment to come out.
Yeah, I think I lean on the side of what's the evidence? Mm-hmm. You know, I'm more of a material. What is your evidence? I know the witness is dead. I don't know if Tommy Lee's gonna. I don't think Tommy Lee's gonna pick the phone up.
Okay, let's see. I do have the wrongful death lawsuit on behalf of the guy who Martz killed in that plane crash. How much was it for? Yeah, I mean, I guess some sort of payout would be good for the family. If this pilot was getting caught this often, how often was he doing it?
Right.
It anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if he's already got a long rap sheet, that means he's doing it and not getting caught.
No, I mean, you're going up against a guy who still whips his ding dong out at concerts.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Greetings. All right. How about we talk about penises? Wait, do you want to wait till Lance gets in here so you and him can talk about it together?
No, because we'll make eye contact and it'll be awkward for you, and we'll make out.
Oh, it ain't gonna be awkward for me.
Whatever it is. You're enjoying this too much. You need to calm down. I'm going to get a form.
Joke's on you. There is no form.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew it. That's like in school where they say it's going to go on your permanent record. I knew it was all BS.
Yeah.
I knew there was never a form.
Not a form at all. No.
What is there?
Nothing. There's Gina who doesn't care. She's going to harass you more than I would. So you need to just buck up, Buttercup.
Gina, get over here under my desk and tell me about your problem. See, wrong. Awkward.
Yep, that's about right. New Yorkers are known for grabbing life by the balls, and now they're lining up to grab him for dinner at one of the hottest restaurants in town.
Hey?
Nax is offering a soup that has penis in it. Bull, testicles, and penis. Yeah, what do they call the soup? What's the special name for it? So Filipino food is very commercialized over here. It's toned down. That's what head chef Eric Valdez said. So there's more than that. That's what we're trying to do at Nax, to represent those kind of foods, like the more rare ones, right? My inspiration was my childhood food that I grew up with from my travels in the Philippines and the family recipes that have been passed down to me. Nax is all about off the beaten plates, or off the beaten palate eats, from sea cucumber with coconut vinegar to green mango with a funky shrimp paste. And, of course, bull genitalia.
You had me a funky shrimp paste.
Sliced and diced and served up as the fragrant soup number 5.
Big fan.
That's what this is called. I'll show you my shrimp paste.
It's like 3-week-old warm mayonnaise, fried shrimp paste.
Fried shrimp paste. Yeah, that doesn't.
Hey.
Featuring both gonad and penis. This is essentially the Philippines' answer to Rocky Mountain oysters.
Sure. Prairie oysters. Sure. Rocky Mountain oysters. Sure.
Nax is the only place in New York to sample soup number 5 due to difficulty in sourcing the ingredients. The ballsy offering is served on the a la carte bites menu.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess there's only...
I've had Rocky Mountain oysters. You skin them, you deep fry them, pepper, salt, the whole thing. Some in flour.
Yeah. I guess this is well, you obviously, this is a kind of different restaurant, but you need to have reservations there. And here it's saying you can just order the number 5 soup right off the menu and leave. No soup for you.
We were at a place in Montana and had Rocky Mountain Oyster where it was flat like a hamburger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was like a patty.
Now, soup number 5, which is made with balls and wiener, is also called Remember Me soup.
Okay.
It's weird. In Manila, where I grew up, it's more of a hangover soup or an after drinking soup. You know what you need after a night of drinking is a good old.
Skip the Pedialyte. I'll take the balls. Thanks.
They're also
They
saying
come in an
it's
egg carton. Here, work on one of these.
is an aphrodisiac, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, sure. Of course. Why not?
Now, this person
like-
that
then
tasted it says the broth was mild and approachable.
Yeah.
The meat was not tough or gristly.
That's why they. That's not great marketing because they do the. Is it the tiger penis they ground up
I think so.
for an aphrodisiac for guys for erection
Yeah.
problem?
Yeah. I would try this for sure. Why not?
Oh, sure. I'm sure eating worse things.
Yeah, I've seen some of your exes.
You know, good. Pass the bowl soup. A great
Reminds
holiday
me.
tradition at my new.
Yeah.
Have you seen the commercial with the 3 old ladies that go sledding
No.
for Amazon?
No. No, sorry.
All right, I want you to Google it, just so you know what it is.
Okay.
There's 3 old broads sitting on a bench, and they're watching these kids sled ride, right? And they're old and wrinkly and older than the dinosaurs. And then they're like, we didn't do anything fun. Anyways, the one old lady looks at him. She's like, enough of this horse crap. And she goes, calls Amazon and gets a little seat cushion.
Yeah.
And then they go sledding. They hoof their old bony asses up the hill and they go sledding. I cried the first 5 times I saw that commercial.
I'm watching it.
Ah, see? Is there music?
what
There's
is
like,
that?
isn't there like a Beatles song? Yeah, and then she orders some kind of.
Yeah, I'm already at the end of it. So what is your
You're not crying.
Yeah, I don't care. What's your point?
I don't know. We were talking about Christmas.
Oh.
I said, I have no idea what. I often have no point.
How does this relate
I don't know.
to balls and penises?
Well, we said the. Yeah. Well, you can't eat old ladies, so I thought I'd throw them. I don't know what it's got to do with anything. I said Christmas. I saw that commercial last night, and I'm telling you, I dare you to watch that and not tear up a little bit. And I know I hate Jeff Bezos and his creepy ass girlfriend, but God damn it, does that make you cry?
Oh God.
Huh? You didn't get a little verklempt?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's no hope for you.
It's fine.
What they don't show is Medflight coming right after they all run into a tree. And
Yeah.
spoiler ending. They all die. They all die.
You're right.
No, they all live happily ever after. It took them 3 weeks to walk back up that hill the second time, but they got there.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up the cock and bull from Full Throttle, which is when you get the jerk chicken and the steak tips.
I had it. They come in your big foil.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they,
it's like a walking steak dinner.
When you order it, they go, cock and bull! And then somebody goes, Gaga! That's the most ridiculous experience
Then a guy comes up behind you and kicks you in the balls.
you've ever seen. Dude, it's
Surprise!
there's no place like Full Throttle.
Oh, yeah. Taking one to the Nats for Team Harley. That commercial. I thought of this is going to be weird. I thought of Greg Bear when I saw that commercial one. To pick on Greg, because you get that age. What is if I want you to tell me the first thing that pops in your mind when I say Greg Bear? All right, ready? Greg Bear.
Sweatpants.
Close. You're close. No ass.
Okay.
He has no ass. It's like you turn 65 and your ass disappears.
Okay.
And you're like walking around and with like a pad in your pants and a bicycle helmet.
Oh my.
Just trying not to fall down and hurting your bony ass, because that's what happens. And here are these ladies out there with their little sled pad,
Yeah.
hiking it up the hill and coming down. No, and then they flash back. In a longer version, they show them as young girls.
Yeah.
Laughing.
Yeah,
Did you
that
see
was-
that version?
yeah.
And you weren't verklempt at all. That's amazing. You are emotionless.
Okay. It's just a stupid commercial.
No, it's more than that.
And they also wouldn't do it because they'd break a hip or their skin would tear and they'd get sepsis.
It'd be funny if we found out those old ladies are actually, they work in an Amazon warehouse and they're only 25 years old. But that's what working at Amazon does. You look like you're 90 from the stress.
Right,
And the
yeah.
and the daily beatings.
Totally. Some Amazon driver almost died delivering you that cushion. Oh, hey, by the way, when you do get an Amazon delivery, you can go to the Amazon app, or I'm sure you can log into it, whatever, and you can type "thank my driver" and it'll tip them. It'll give them
Now you're
$5, but it's no charge to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So there.
How about that? That make you a little verklempt?
No.
Man, oh man. Just nothing's moved you this year, I can tell.
Well,
What was the last time you cried? Have a good cry.
oh, I do.
Get it out. What
When
about the Packers? How do the Packers make you feel?
I don't watch them.
Bewildered?
They suck joy, so I stopped.
That's not
Whatever
that's
does not
that's-
spark joy
that's the-
gets tossed out.
The crying is over. Now let's fire people.
I'm just, yep.
now
you're-
we're just angry.
I'm detoxifying my life, and the Packers were not adding. They
right.
were always taking.
Right. So what do we do when we detoxify? What do we do?
You cut them out.
There you go, dude.
Yep, that's right. Snip, snip.
Part of our wellness, human
That's
wellness
right.
program.
You just yeet them from your life. Yes.
Hi, how's it going?
John, with you 100% on the Amazon commercial.
Oh, did you like that?
Right.
I saw the
Look
old
at you.
ladies going down the hill. Yes, seen the full length one. If you don't get a little teary-eyed, you are not human.
Dude, look at you, big fluffy buddy of mine on the radio calling in.
I'm going to
Me
call
and
both
the
of you. You,
Me
both
and
of
the cat
you.
thought that was just the best thing.
Yeah, I bet you did. You guys are just easily manipulated and marketed to. Look at how many
Blah,
times
blah, blah,
Jeff
blah,
Bezos
blah,
just freaking manipulating you.
You bunch of meanies. You feel for the old ladies living their memories of childhood.
Thank you. Dude,
Wow.
dude, we are not Amazon puppets. Without Amazon, you don't get the little butt pad to go down the hill.
You said Amazon 8,000 times. You are indeed an Amazon puppet.
Okay,
I must
just
have a
because I got a
Slack.
delivery last night.
I don't know what to do without Amazon. Somebody help me.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
No, that's why. No, I am a well-trained person. That's why I keep. There's a little saying at my house. It's called "No Amazon, no Nookie." There's a little thing hangs over our front door. No Amazon, no Nookie. So I keep things.
What? So if she doesn't get to order Amazon, then you don't get laid, or if you don't order from Amazon,
I don't even
she
ask.
doesn't get
I
laid?
don't ask. I don't want to know. All I know is I got to keep everything shoveled, clear, clean, and the porch light burning.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Well, good. It's important to know.
And everybody's happy. But to you to take a crap on three old ladies trying to go out with one little good memory, that's on you.
Danger. It's not real.
It is. Old lady on a shelf with a butt pad is real.
It's not real, bro.
No, who doesn't have a grandma? Who didn't think of their grandma when they saw that commercial? I'm like, grandma, oh my God, I love you.
Oh, my God. You're a freaking mess.
The holidays and the chocolate eating.
Jesus Christ. Y'all need to get it together.
I can't function without hot chocolate.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Found this story just for you. The average American drinks 6 spiked eggnogs this month.
Oh, man.
Do you drink eggnog without alcohol in it?
I don't drink it at all.
What?
No.
You don't like eggnog?
I'm not particularly fond of eggnog.
Oh, man.
I don't remember what it tastes. Is it milky, eggy?
Both.
Yeah, no.
Spicy.
Yeah,
That's
no.
like
No, I'm not.
nutmeg. John is coming in on Friday with his homemade eggnog, and it is unbelievably good.
Super boozy.
Super boozy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That is the only eggnog he has officially ruined me for eggnog. It's the only one I'll drink.
Hardcore nog. Yeah, it's the only eggnog I think I've ever drank in my life.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm missing. But I don't care.
And then the other time I drank eggnog, the Alice in Dairyland was here, and I just can't say she's so nice.
Yeah.
I just can't be like, no, screw your eggnog, bitch.
I don't want to drink too much of that around her. I'll get all handsy and whatnot. I'll milk the cow.
Hers wasn't spiked.
Oh.
But dairy makes him crazy.
Hi, Miss
He don't know what he doing.
From my talent portion, I made some homemade boozed up eggnog. This is what we sit
Where
around.
did all these hands come from?
No. Okay. Well, I'm glad you clarified
All
that.
right, Tommy Lee, calm down over there.
Jeez.
Yeah, the best time to have the first eggnog of the day, alleging that you'll have more, is between 2:30 and 3 p.m.
It'll sneak right up on you. I know.
Yeah, no.
So I'm going to the Princeton Club with no pants on. You got to be careful.
I did see somebody use eggnog for French toast, and I think I'm going to try that. It should be amazing. All right, more on the drinking tip. A single night of binge drinking is more likely to cause liver disease than a few drinks spread across the week.
I don't like to hear that.
According to a study done by the University College London, the first report by the London Standard measuring the pattern of alcohol intake was more accurate than volume for predicting the risk of developing alcohol-related cirrhosis.
How do you know when you've got cirrhosis?
Hold on, I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look.
You get bloaty and whatnot? Cirrhosis. No, it's the quiet killer, right?
Let's see. Tiredness and weakness,
I don't
loss
know.
of appetite,
I don't know if I want to hear this.
weight loss and muscle wasting, feeling sick and vomiting,
Oh, I'm good.
tenderness or pain
Dude,
around the liver area.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yeah, that's right.
Not a problem.
Tiny red lines on the skin above the waist level, very itchy skin, yellowing of skin in the whites of eyes. A bloopity bloop, a bloopity bloop. Anywho,
So I'm processing my toxins.
alcohol-related psoriasis is a stage of liver disease where the liver has become significantly scarred and may cause the liver to stop working correctly.
Ew.
Scientists analyzed data from over 300,000 active alcoholic drinkers in the UK to assess the impact of the pattern of drinking, genetic predisposition, and type 2 diabetes on the likelihood of developing ARC. We took a different approach by focusing on the pattern of drinking and found that this was a better indicator of liver disease risk than volume alone.
Okay.
So if you're going at, let's say you have 21 drinks a week, right? And you do it 3 drinks a day. That's going to be better than doing 14 drinks in one day and 7 in another.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not good news.
Yeah. Dr. Fat, which is an unfortunate name, said the study revealed that those who engaged in heavy binge drinking were 3 times as likely to develop ARC. That's 12 units of alcohol in a day.
Over how much time?
In a day.
Well, I'll be 40. Damn.
Yeah.
My.
But hey, man, if you've been doing labs and whatever, and you're good.
So remember we talked to that guy. I said, "What? How do you know when you're an alcoholic?" And he goes, "Well, how do you know you're doing damage as an alcoholic? Or you don't even know you're an alcoholic. You're just doing damage." As you can see, I don't remember any of the conversation.
Yeah.
But he goes, for you to be, and remember how relieved we were? He goes, to do super damage, you got to drink like a bottle of vodka a day.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to just be, you're putting so much in, you can't even you can't even process it. And I remember that we started crying and hugged it out and high-fived each other?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a close one.
Well, that was for like needing a liver transplant. That
Right.
was what that was about.
Right.
Like, how much do you have to drink to need a liver transplant? He wasn't like going over the increased risks of cancer or psoriasis or cirrhosis.
So
Not psoriasis, cirrhosis.
let's do a conversation on how do we help the liver.
Okay.
What do we do to reinforce, to reinvigorate, to kickstart the liver back into
Here we go. This
normal
is
function?
5 ways to be kind to your liver. This is not going to undo,
Let me get some crab apple juice.
right? All right. Be careful about alcohol consumption is number 1.
Okay.
Wash produce and steer clear of toxins. Pesticides and other toxins can damage your liver.
Okay.
Prevent hepatitis A, B, and C. So get vaccinated, practice safe sex, wash your damn hams. Watch out for medications and herbs. The number 1 reason clinical medicine trials are stopped or drugs removed from the market is the liver. 20% of liver injury in the U.S. is caused by supplements.
No, are you serious? Like what kind? What's the example?
Holy crap. There's a database of substances known to be toxic to your liver.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So
And then exercise and eat right.
now more. Tell me about supplements. Does it say anything else? Like weight loss? I don't know what you're like a.
There is so much stuff on this list.
Oh no,
I
because
mean-
I take beets. I take beet supplements. How do you feel about that? That's for blood flow, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry about your wiener.
No, the wiener's fine. It's just long-term health. I'm on the beet supplement. My buddy doesn't.
I love beets.
I love beets, dude. I love the taste of my little chew in the morning.
Beets aren't on the list. They're a superfood.
How?
Energy drinks be on that list.
How do you think I do it every day?
I wonder often, yes. And a crap load of over-the-counter and prescription medication.
What about Advil? How do they feel about Advil?
That's ibuprofen.
Sure, whatever. How's that rank?
It's on the list.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, I take too much of that because I'm sore. I get blah, blah. Take too many. So
This is all very scientisty, so I'm not going to read this.
I had a
on there.
doctor tell me that taking 2 Advil a day was perfectly fine. He goes, that's how half of America gets out of bed every day.
Yeah, I mean, I would think alternating would be better.
Yeah, right.
You know, doing Tylenol, Aleve, ibuprofen, like alternating those by the day. But I mean, yeah, you don't want to take too much of anything is terrible.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
That's
like.
what it is for everything, right?
Interesting.
But that's 20% of liver injury in the U.S. is caused by supplements.
That's shocking. I've never even heard that before.
And you know what, though? Like, if you don't ask
Yeah.
your doctor or your pharmacist about the supplements that you're taking or herbs that you're ingesting, nobody's going to tell you to avoid that stuff. You need to ask about interactions, and some of those herbs interact with medications that you're taking.
Like you got a Walgreens and you see an ad for like the ageless male supplement, a bountiful amount of mysterious things in a pill.
Right.
Is there just something that helps the liver as a supplement? Does that count? No, that's a supplement.
Yeah. Just,
I'm more confused than when I got up this morning.
yeah.
I better get off the horny goat weed.
Yeah. See, the blood flow is going the wrong place, buddy.
Oh, man. Let's see. Let me see. Beets. See, I didn't even research it. My buddy just told me to start taking it, so I bought a jug of beet chews.
You're like, oh.
We were drunk at the time.
Liver enzyme test will only show if you are in the later stages of liver dysfunction. A scan of your liver is the best way to tell if you have fatty deposits on your liver, which is a true measurement of liver function / abuse. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Blood pressure basically is beetroot juice. That's what that's for.
You have high blood pressure?
No, but I like beets, so I thought, well, it can't hurt.
You're a complicated man.
He goes, my buddy Mark. And he's in great shape.
I love Mark.
I know, we're in great shape. Look at us. We're like a couple of 18-year-olds out there. He's like, dude, it helps my erection. I breathe better. My blood pressure's low. He goes, these are the advantages of beet juice. Super beets. No, they're not just beets, dude. They're super beets, not the headphones. The other things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beets are highly nutritious, loaded with health-promoting properties that can support the health of your brain.
It's not working.
Take
more.
Chew more gum. Oh, man. Is it time for a holiday viewing of The Birdcage, or am I crazy?
Without a doubt.
Heart, digestive system, and a great addition to a balanced diet. Boost athletic performance, help alleviate inflammation. That's the part he was talking about because, slows the growth of cancer cells. Like, how does that hurt?
Those are medical claims.
Yeah, I know. High in fiber, promote good bacteria in your gut.
I got a bunch of them CBD tinctures in there from Workman's Relief. That helps a lot of folks with inflammation as well.
Oh, here's a fun side effect.
But you ain't going to take that advice because I'm a chick.
Here's the fun side effect around the holidays. Your stool will appear pink or red.
Oh, very festive poo.
If I could get some glitter up in here. Holy, it's a party.
Be like, how's glitter for the liver? How's that?
Wait, let me see. Yep, nope. One litter bomb kills. No, don't
glitter
do it.
Is not on the list.
Glitter's not on the list. Oh my God, we are going to have some festive poos. See that? A silver lining in my declining liver health.
JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.